Someone is trying to call me. Not a good time. It's Brittany from Brittany Loves Reading, and today I'm doing just a daily vlog, just one day, because today is my event with Kelsey from Reads with Kelsey over on Instagram. We run a book club together, but this is kind of part of the book club, kind of not. It's a special one day only event where we are going to read 5 Survive in 8 hours. Holly Jackson has put out the challenge, can you read 5 Survive in 8 hours? And I've seen people do vlogs of this, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, and I decided to sprint my entire 8 hours. So today I will be live. It works out to be 10 hours once you add in the chatty talky bits, and we are going to do 8 one-hour sprints reading Holly Jackson's 5 Survive. Kelsey and I are both going to try to do this. I know some people in the comments are also trying to read 5 Survive in 8 hours. Some people started it a little ahead of time just because it's a long book and it is hard to read in 8 hours. And some people are even picking just books off their shelves and seeing if they can read them in 8 hours, or just using the sprints as normal reading sprints and doing productivity and reading whatever they want. All are welcome today, and I'm so excited. The sprints start in 2 hours. I've had a shower, I've had some coffee, I've had some breakfast. I'm gonna take you through the day as I'm doing mostly reading, but I'll be eating, doing various things as I'm reading. I do have the audiobook for this, which is the only reason I could say I could probably actually do this in 8 hours. If I was physically reading only, I might be able to, but it would be touch and go. But I do have the audiobook through Audible. I do want to say a huge thank you to Rainey. Rainey gifted this book to me, and I'm so glad that she did. I've wanted to read this book since I heard about its inception. So when this arrived around Christmas from Rainey, I was so excited. So thank you, Rainey. So if you don't know anything about Holly Jackson's 5 Survive, this book is written in real time. So from the start of the story to the end of the story, it's 8 hours of actual time, which is why Holly Jackson has set this challenge, is can you read it in the real time amount of time that the book is set. This follows Red Kennedy. Red is a college student and is on spring break with 5 of her friends. They are on an RV road trip going somewhere for spring break. I don't think the synopsis tells me where they're going. As the night goes on, they are suddenly stranded in the middle of nowhere with no cell service because something has happened to the RV. And very quickly, they realize this is no accident and someone has set this up because they want them dead. They have to decide what is happening, who is making this happen, and also which one of the 6 of them are the target. Can I read this in 8 hours? I think so. Like I said with the audiobook, I'm pretty sure I can, but we'll see. But I'm taking you along with me. And if you've joined the sprints today, you will already know if I've done it. But the sprints start in 2 hours. So until then, I'm probably not going to read today except for this because I'm reading for 8 hours. So until then, I'm probably just going to hang out until the sprints start. But let's go. halfway through our 5 Survive sprinting challenge. We have 13 minutes left of the 4th sprint, and then we have 4 more sprints. I am currently up to date where I should be. I just finished 1 a.m. and I'm about to go into 2 a.m., which is 4 hours into the challenge. So I am right where I'm supposed to be according to the book, which is page 178. So if I keep going at the rate I'm going, I will finish this in 8 hours, which is very exciting. And it's looking like Kelsey is also going to as well. We're pretty much neck and neck, or at least we were at the start of the last sprint. We have a good crew on. We're having a great time reading together and chit-chatting, and we're having so much fun. This book follows Red. Red is a high school student around 17. She has gone on spring break with her best friend, Maddie, Maddie's older brother, Oliver, and his girlfriend, Raina, and their 2 friends, Simon and Arthur. They have gotten lost due to this RV situation. They've gotten lost in a place where there is no cell service, so they can't use the GPSs on their phones, which helped get them even more lost. And then things start happening. A tire goes flat. They change the tire, think everything is fine, and quickly realize they have been lured to this location by someone sinister. And that person is only looking for one of them who has a secret, but we don't know what the secret is, and we don't know who that person is really targeting. I don't want to go into any spoilers, but as of right now, I'm really loving this book. It starts off very quickly. Because I think it is in real time, the pacing is very fast the whole way through, and I'm enjoying that. There's also a little bit of movie and TV references that we kind of questioned on the live. They're a little bit older references than these kids should know. But then someone mentioned that some of the shows were on Disney Plus, so maybe that's why. But because they're older references, they actually line up with more my teenage, young adult years, and I'm enjoying those references being in this book. It makes me relate to these younger characters a little bit better because it's putting me back into being a teenager at that time, which works out well with it being a YA. However, because it's a YA, but it's a YA thriller, there's still a lot of things happening, a lot of action, and I'm not really finding that the YA-ness of it is bothering me. I actually am sometimes forgetting that it is a YA, other than the fact that it's following teenagers. But as of right now, I'm really, really enjoying it. The characters are interesting. There's some really fun characters. Red is a really, really fun main character. Her and Arthur have a really interesting way of communicating and seeing the world, and I'm enjoying watching that, and her internal monologue is really interesting. Oliver is by far my least favorite character in the book, but he's written to be that way. He's written for you to go, will you be quiet, please? You're irritating. But you're supposed to be irritated by him, I think, so I'm okay with that at this point in the book because I think that's what the author's going for. That is my thoughts so far. I will come back to you at the end of the sprints and let you know if we did finish. As of right now, I am well on my way to finishing, and more soon. Hi everybody, we are here. We are almost done our 5 Survive event. We have 2 more sprints left, and I think we're gonna do it. I have a good feeling. I think we've got this. Everyone's saying hi to the vlog, and we're having a good time. I just finished 5 Survive. I have about 15 minutes left of the final sprint of the 8 hours of sprinting. So I have officially read it in 8 hours. And oh my nerves. That ending, it's gonna take me a long time to process that ending. I don't even know how I wanted it to end, but that is how I wanted it to end. I could have never imagined that ending, but it was all I could have ever wanted from this book. The twists, didn't see them coming. Did not see them coming. I loved the writing style. This is my first Holly Jackson book. I know, I cannot believe I have not read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm reading it for Buzzword this year, so I will. But like, this was amazing. This was absolutely amazing. This was one of the best thrillers I've read in a long time. The intensity of this, the speed of this was great. The pacing was fantastic. The way Holly Jackson had of describing the scenes was just made me feel so immersed in what was happening. But amongst the intensity, there was just this sarcastic kind of little funny moments that kind of rose the levity of it a little bit in a perfect way to make it just a little easy, a little bit more lighthearted at times to kind of break up the heaviness of what was going on. That ending is, I'm gonna be thinking about that ending. I can't even talk to you about it, but I'm gonna be thinking about that ending for the longest time. 5 stars. This is going to be 5 stars. Absolutely. This is gonna be a 5-star read for me. No question. I can't wait to go back to see if Kelsey has finished. I don't know if she has. I'm excited to see her thoughts. Neva and Lexi were in the comments screaming about the ending. So I'm excited to see what they officially rate it once I when we get off the sprints. I have no words. Like, I have no words. I can't tell you all the things because obviously it would be spoilers, but like the writing style, great. The pacing's great. The characters are great. I loved all the characters except Oliver, but like, you're meant to not love Oliver. Like, you're meant to hate Oliver. Holly Jackson wants you to hate Oliver. Pretty early in the book, like in the first 15, 20 pages, you're like, this guy is awful. And he is awful. He's entitled. He mansplains everything to everybody. But you're meant to hate Oliver, you know? That's Oliver's purpose in the book. Everything about this I loved, and it was easy to read in 8 hours because I loved it so much. We even said halfway through, we were like, how are we already halfway through? And the only reason we were already halfway through was because this book was so easy to read and it was so enjoyable to read. And I've had such a great day doing these 10 hours of sprints. I've had so much fun. But that is it for this vlog. This is the end. I hope you have enjoyed watching my 8-hour challenge through sprints. Thank you to everyone who came on the sprints. I so appreciated you coming. If you missed the sprints, that's okay. I think we're gonna be doing something very similar potentially in March, so keep an eye out for that because so many people loved this idea of reading a book all together on sprints for like 8 hours and seeing if we could do a challenge like that. So we might be doing another one in March. So keep an eye out on my Instagram and various places for that, and thank you so much for watching. If you've read Holly Jackson's 5 Survive, let me know down below what your thoughts were. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.